You're listening to the Batuta Advocate's weekly news wrap on Desert Rock FM 96.5. Welcome back to the Batuta Advocate News Bulletin. We are still in the studio. We're still here slaving away in the newsroom. News never sleeps in the Diamantina Shire. I said it before. Thank you for joining us. My name is Clancy Overall, editor of the Batuta Advocate, joined by editor-at-large Errol Parker. How are you, Errol?
Hello. Yeah, I'm very good, mate.
Love a bit of world music myself, actually. I like breaking out the Cat Empire around Christmas time. And someone who is far too young to remember that band is the newsreader, Wendell Hussey. How are you, young fella?
Rested, recovered, fit firing and ready to go.
Good.
How are you, Clancy?
I'm good. Read the news for me.
Okay. Bloke visiting family for Christmas spends majority of his time providing tech support to relatives.
A story which we've heard is quite common around the country over the past few weeks.
Yes, absolutely. Alexa, Chromecast, TV problems, computer problems, phone problems, the list goes on. And it has been a recurring story ever since the Nokia 3315 came out, I think.
Was that the colour one?
No, that was the one with Snake 2. It really changed the game. The list goes on for things that our nation's over 50s have been struggling with and relishing the fact that they have their kids in the house or their nephews or nieces in the house to sort all these issues out.
Well, I'll tell you what people over 50 also have a problem with. The coronavirus.
Absolutely. It's been a year like no other.
Yeah, I had quite an uncomfortable situation with my old man and the computer when I was trying to sort something out. But anyway... A story similar to that was about a teenage boy becoming a man after stumbling upon the SBS channel at 3 a.m.
Eyes wide open, eyes wide shut perhaps. 13-year-old Batuta Heights boy Braxton witnessed quite a scene the other night as this, young fella became a man. It's a rite of passage, I guess you'd say.
Yeah, well, Braxton's parents were out in the piss at a family friend's house. He was left to stay up and flick through the TV channels until he discovered an erotic tale.
Which, if you aren't familiar with them, are usually foreign films of an adult nature, but obviously far more sensual than the average M15 plus films that you would see in Australia, as I understand. But that's how it goes. That's what we've always said. SBS, sex, boob, soccer.
Or sex before sleep, as it's also known. Bit of news for the legal Eagles now. Man seeks legal action after drinking pure blonde and still getting fat.
Ugh. Batuta Heights man has decided to take on one of Australia's largest breweries after drinking pure blonde over the holiday period and still gaining 10 kilos.
Yes, local man, Paddy Coughlin, his name is. He's reportedly furious, and his lawyer has a strong case, he says, for misleading advertising, false advertising, but they aren't no-win, no-fee lawyers, so take that with a grain of salt. He might actually not win this one.
Yeah, there's also some unconfirmed reports too that it did make Paddy's hair fall out too.
Well, you can blame it all on the alcohol, as they say. Moving on,
and a bit of a sad story. A recently dumped 23-year-old woman finds foolproof comfort in YouTube horoscope videos.
Batuta Heights woman Eliza Thompson was reportedly blindsided by her former BF's decision to up sticks and end things.
And that has allegedly turned the young lady to YouTube horoscope videos to see if or when Tim, her ex-boyfriend, might reach out to her.
This is, of course, after Googling ways to get her ex back and kickstarting phase 1 of Show Him What He's Missing plan, which includes curating Instagram feed to look like she's having as much fun as possible.
Mate, this Tim bloke sounds like a bit of a dribbler. I reckon Eliza's better off without this fucking dude.
And, as a fucking, what is she, Libra? She doesn't want to be with Tim. Tim's, he's
too chaotic. I think he's Aries.
Yeah, he's Aries. Game over.
I think I know this Tim too. He plays tennis, which I think makes him a bit of a fucking weirdo.
No, it's not tennis. It's Vigoro he plays. Vigoro. You familiar?
No.
It's mostly for females. It's a fusion sport. Ricky Ponting's mother actually captained Tasmania in it. Vigoro, predominantly female sport, which kind of merges tennis with cricket. 13-a-side, I believe. Anyway.
I don't mind the sound of that, to be honest.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's true. It's a real sport. It was invented in Tasmania. It's fucking weird.
Very Tasmania. And in a report we broke this week, 70% of the nation are currently regretting not becoming teachers.
Yes, a body blow for our educators out there. Even after the year you've had, we still think that you have it pretty easy with fucking 10 weeks holidays a year. So, thank you for your service, frontline workers, obviously. But again, unprecedented holidays, like nothing we've ever seen before.
Yes, well, it's not all peaches and cream for the teachers, even when they're on holiday, as the cruise industry is still on ice, so the teachers might have to wait until next holidays to go on their cruise to Noumea.
Don't need a passport for that one. You don't need a passport.
New Year,
The Isles of
Noumea.
Pine, isn't it?
And in all fairness, they do have to write 2-3 hours of reports and teaching plans, so
No, but they cut and copy
let's
them.
not forget that.
Yep.
Well, it does take a couple of hours of time, and they've got to do that at some point in the next 3
They've
weeks.
got to
off.
change all the names too.
Anyway, we're being hard on them. We should say thank you for educating the children of Australia via Zoom this year.
Yes, thank you to our teachers. You do the Lord's work. That's the end of our bulletin for this week. And thank you for tuning in. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hooroo.